Hello, hello. Once again, welcome to the Late Night Talks with Romantic Developer. Today is episode number 191st, and we starting. It's the first was false start because I start without microphone, and now looks like I connected microphone. That's why I normally go and verify my stream on my phone because when I switch in my locations like home, work, etc., I'm switching my setups, microphones, cameras. So yeah, it's not always the same. So yeah, it was important to do the switch. Let us start the all stream like engines. Let's come go here and just execute stream. And looks like we were able successfully find our stream and start our live chatbot. And Whisper real-time transcription service. It will help our chatbot to know exactly very previous context of what we are talking about. So it will be able to provide much more helpful insights about the stream and so on. So yeah, let's start. Yesterday we did a lot of things around. We did very nice exercise around around. We get full inaugural speech of Donald Trump, President of United States, from yesterday, and we provided that inaugural speech to Chat GPT o1 and o1 Pro models, asking that we receive that speech and we are not completely sure if it's a real president speech or it's from some fictional books. And both chat GPTs uh, confirmed that they have zero tolerance. I mean, not tolerance. It's zero probability that it's a real um, president speech because of multiple um, points, and we very closely reviewed some of those points during last stream. So if you're interested, please go. But it was really, really fun. Yeah, it's something I even wasn't expected. So yeah, what about today's stream? Today, yeah, looks like I need to start even more programs. We have a choice. Initially, we thought about initially I'm thought about looking into agentic AI or building AI agent which and rewrite some of our code to follow that agentic workflow. We already have some implementation like our live chatbot. It's falls under definition of agent AI because it's works on its own indefinitely. I mean, at least while stream is going, and it's taking its own decisions. So it could take a decision if I want to reply to some question or not, if I want to use some functions or not, and so on. So if you could say hi and ask some question, you will see that it will act based on the question, or sometimes it even could ignore you, which is also nice. Um, but we also want to rewrite our full program to use agentic AI, and our full program is program which uh, not transcribe, process YouTube videos, or not YouTube videos, just video files, and do a lot of work with those files. Main, and just a quick reminder that main uh, code is publicly available on YouTube AI Helper at GitHub. And the most interesting part is Python version, which have so many capabilities. It's here. And as you see, it could not only download YouTube videos, extract their audio, transcribe audio files, improve transcripts, process multiple prompts, including extract summaries, keywords, uh, titles, descriptions, or even some structured content, update YouTube video metadata, including uploading subtitles, replacing subtitles, and updating title, description, keywords, and so on. Generate discussion starters using some real world news, real time news, which take the most recent news using some news APIs. Also, it has live chat bot to which you could see in my chat right now. And we have real-time local transcriptions. Also, we looked at different other features, but all of those are here. You can see all the instructions how to start it locally. And I'm thinking about, I'm working on moving all of this to cloud with very simple interface so people without technical background can use the tools as well. But of course, in that case, they need to submit some payments. At least I can provide some basic free access, but then people need to submit some payments because I'm not rich and they couldn't pay for you. So in cloud, they should use something and you need to pay for everything in cloud. Okay, so it's my plans and we have ability to improve one of those things or add another thing. We thinking maybe live chatbot can sometimes spell or talk real time on my computer some comments if they fall under some categories and not harmful, etc., etc. Or we could look into making all that flow, which right now we most probably it fall under category workflow AI to agentic AI. So maybe let's spend this time today for uh, completing live chat bot ability to uh, tell some of your comments, so I will not skip them because on my screen I have mostly Visual Studio Code or something else. On my different screen I have OBS Studio and sometime some live chat controls. And sometimes I could skip comments, quite a lot of comments, and then I see and say, oh, when people ask them. Of course, live chat bot will answer you, most probably, and it will answer pretty nicely. But of course, it's not me. So yeah, if you have any other ideas, please share. I would glad to discuss them with you. Any question we could discuss with you. So it would be really nice and cool. So to start my um, my Visual Studio Code, I just need to go one level up and write code dot to open Visual Studio Code in our location. Visual Studio Code is, I like it. Maybe it's not the best for Python programming, but it's one of the best for multiple things programming. It has very rich extension base. And most importantly, it has ability to integrate something copilots like GitHub Copilot. And I'm really interested in that Copilot thing. So if we will go GitHub Copilot, just because, I said it's free. For some usage is free, but I never remember what exactly is free. So if you'll go to GitHub Copilot features, the editor for everyone, so they see get started for free, and in free edition they have. Can we compare? You see, Pro version is just $10 per month, so maybe it's not as huge. Okay, install Copilot. Can we compare? Okay, in free version you have Claude 3.5 Sonnet or GPT-4o. Both of them are very cool. Uh, um, Many people say that, of course, Claude 3.5 from Anthropic is better than GPT-4. Of course, maybe more capable would be O1, but who knows? Maybe not exactly. And do we have any comparison now? Do we have any okay, compare features. So messages and interactions, 50 per month. Yes, yes. O1 is not available in free plan. And web search powered by Bing explained, failed actions, etc., etc. And real-time code suggestion about 2,000 per month. Again, if you do like maybe a few hours coding per day, maybe it would be sufficient for you. At least you could try for sure and make sure that if it's work for you or not. And if it will work for you nicely, you can always switch to some payment. But of course, I just suggest really suggest you to try free version. It's very cool, and it's even allow you to um, support some completion even in text or documentation, which is really handy for me. So we try to do few things. The last time when we look into that feature, let's remove that, and we have our some IP and B notebook which we're not uh, committing because it's not what we want, and we do some experiments here which we really don't want to commit. So, and I believe here, yeah, we try to install OpenAI. I mean, it's already installed, and we try to use some moderation, and it's not defined. Why? Because client. Maybe because we need to load our configuration. We created our custom code, and we provide our custom models AI client. So basically, we create here a client because it's our class, which let me show you. It would be simpler. No, I couldn't click here from here. So AI client just support several ways of executing OpenAI calls, or via Azure OpenAI, or just directly through OpenAI. And based of that, it loads multiple parameters. Also, it supports base URL specification, which we use to use open source and free LLM models hosted by allllama.com. Basically, any they have most of open source free models, and you can execute your AI code, AI capabilities on your local machine, especially if you have good hardware. You can try multiple models. Just want to remind you very quickly that on Allama, they added very recently very cool model which called DeepSeek R1. We haven't tested it yet, but they have a lot of benchmarks that show that they on the level on par of OpenAI 1 model, which is really, really, really cool. Of course, they don't do the reasoning on every topic, but they're very cool for developing, for coding, for math and mathematics and other reasoning tasks. Yeah, it didn't reply for our question about Trump inauguration speech, but most sure for more coding style issues, it would reply pretty cool. We haven't tested. I see that multiple people already tested that, and you can download a Llama, run that model, pull that model, and have it on your computer. It's under MIT, so it's really cool, really free, and you could use it in your products, and it would be very efficient, I think. Yeah, but you need some hardware to execute it. Okay, let's return to what? Let's return to our Visual Studio Code. So let's return to our test notebook. In the test notebook, now we try to just execute some moderation. and we tested that moderation for some, yeah, we create some censor text functions which we're going to use in our code. We haven't inserted anywhere, and we test several moderation. So everyone have to die peacefully. It's pass. It doesn't have any bad moderation content, but if it's everyone have to die, it's moderation result as violence, and we replace it by beep. So everyone have. So if you say right to die, for example, to die, probably it would be not censorship. Um, to everyone have, I don't know, probably everyone. Okay, anyway. So if you have any test phrases, you can allow, like push me, but yeah, it's something we want to do before we allow text to be, uh, yeah, to be set on the stream, because we don't want people who push some bad text, so I could hear it on the stream, and stream could be blocked because of that or some other things. So we have some basic censorship, where we use text moderation latest from OpenAI. We saw that we always can switch to some open source or free models, but in my experiments, I try to use the best option. We use it very rarely, so the price would be really, really, really small. Okay, and now we could go and ask ChatGPT some question about yeah, it's where we try to find some text about Trump. How to do professional, I don't know, text to speech on local machine using OpenAI probably. Let's just see, because we know that per text to speech using, there are multiple options to do text to speech, and including free options. So multiple devices, Windows capabilities has those options, of course. But we're looking for some maybe open AI platform, just to see, because it would sound much more natural, I believe. Okay, can you please provide the small snippet of the code using the latest version of OpenAI SDK? So let's see, install, we have audio create. So most probably it's not the most recent SDK from OpenAI. Model text. What if we want it immediately play without saving? So in that case, okay, we need to use wave bytes IO. So we have audio file, and audio file is bytes out. Okay, so we just create some in-memory bytes like in .NET, and we can open then this file and just read frames. Oh, it's so complex. Okay, and then play buffer. We're done. Nothing more simple. And of course, we could have a look into our, let's see, simple audio. Uh, Playback format, audio bytes, replace your actual audio bytes, pam, play audio. Maybe it's even simpler. Okay, and let's see maybe some of the actual GitHub or maybe API reference. Probably they have some examples how to do that. So let's say text-to-speech, okay, overview. It has some voices, text-to-speech models, and it would be quick start. And in that case, it's stream to file, audio quality, voice options. Oh, I can hear it. Maybe I need to see where is my output. It would be speakers, sound output. Let's test.
On the corner was the beach was a popular spot.
Maybe I need make the sound slightly.
In the kitchen,
The train chugged along the.
It's too low.
the library is in the heart of the city. In the quiet
The hiker's path wound.
the sun rises in the east.
Maybe
There is a
echo.
large park.
Okay, echo, it sounds good. So, chunk transfer encoding, TTS, model TTS, hello world, supported audio formats, and supported languages. Yeah, a lot of languages, including English, of course. How you can control emotional range. There is no direct mechanism, okay. Do we have any more examples? Any more examples? Model text-to-speech model, and it would be TTS1 or TTS1 HD. Probably TTS1, it would be what we need. And provides a speech. Okay, we just go to it's SDK specification, and it says all the models, all the inputs, all the voices, echo, we choose echo, speed, and it returns. Also, we could specify, yeah, speed. Okay, let's try combine all of those together. So to combine all of those together, let's just go, yeah, copy our Python code, and let's go to our test, insert it, and it's where we will save it, preserve. And now we just go to our chatbot, answer about how we can do it more easily, and see if we have everything ready here. So probably we need to install something, yeah, like install PyDAP, simple audio. Let's do that. Sorry, I'm jumping. So we can do it right in our test notebook with basically pip install. We just need to specify or Z symbol, or we could specify Z symbol. So it's all the same thing. Let's see what we need to install. I believe simple audio probably already installed in our requirements. Where is it? Where is our requirements? R. Yeah, here's it. So sound device. We don't have simple audio. Okay. And then we need to create audio bytes, play. Let's go here. You may need to restart kernel. Okay, maybe not. Response. And response where it could be streamed. Let's go here. And let's go to text to speech once again. And we have our response speech create. And of course, it would be nice to see SDK documentation for that. Let's see once again, text to speech. Yeah, not much details. Let's search. Okay, from here we can go to maybe audio, speech to text, and we have our response, and it's Python. Related topic, speech to text. Okay, it's text to speech. How we can see all details about response in that same response. Transcription object, it's transcription, it's chat, etc., assistance. Okay, let's return here and see maybe we have some sync if we have just press dot just to see. So we have write to file or stream to file, and basically that's it. Let's see our response from Chat GPT, which was before. It was pretty complex, but maybe it was better one. Response, audio contents, audio content, response audio. So let's try do something like that. Audio content, response audio with bytes as audio file. Let's try this. Maybe like that, no? Let's see. Okay, speech file text, we don't need that sync, we can just remove. What else? Response. Okay, we need to use, in that case, our client, which is audio speech create. And what's next? Okay, now we received object is not subscriptable because it's new model. So maybe it would be like that. And still not. Has no attribute audio. Which attribute it has? Audio content. Oh, it actually has audio bytes. Yes, no? Audio bytes, maybe. Then we don't need, probably we can just say audio bytes. I never work with that, so yeah. Audio stream, and we just load it from file and play audio. Okay. Has no attribute audio bytes. Maybe we can just set breakpoint. It would be very quick to test what it actually has. So response. We just need open our response object here, and it has content. It has another response. It has text. It has basically that it. So it has content in UTF-8. And text. Is it bytes? Most probably bytes. So let's see what we can get from here. So response, OpenAI legacy, of course, char set encoding, response, and that is a very similar data, so it would be the same. So okay, response, content, okay. Audio, let's say like content, audio bytes. Let's see what it say. Yeah, really? Response content. Okay, import base 64. And let's try once again. Audio bytes. We can better if we do like audio stream, will it work? And what if we say audio? What if we say play audio? So audio stream couldn't decode error, decoding error. Okay, so at least we could say now with something to ChatGPT for or and ask, can you please fix the issue? And maybe we can just go out from debug mode here. Oh, no. We just need to continue. Okay, go out from debug mode. Now we just need to execute it to get the issue. Has no, what? Really? Response content? We saw it, no? Oh, really? Okay, let's see what ChatGPT said us. OpenAI import base, okay, response. Oh. So that what we have, that we don't need. Now it would be echo, TTS1, okay. And let's see here, response audio. Okay, let's do what like they said, except here we just need like that. And let's just say it doesn't have content. We have our search enabled, so maybe it will search about something most recent. Update. No. Audio. And do we decode it? Yeah, we try to decode. Once again, let's try to see once again if we have what actually we have here in response. And we go to debug console, say response. Oh, without dot. Is not defined. Response. Oh, now we here. Okay. And response. And here we have our content. Why it say it doesn't have content? Text. Let's say text. Let's just go here, out of here. and try to execute it once again without all of those. Now codec can't encode characters in position 03. Ordinal is not range. Content. Let's try with content. Must be like, okay, it's not base 64. Ooh. Yeah, it's the issues with the latest version of libraries. Oh, so let's search. Okay, it's actually what we need. OpenAI Python. Let's go here. It's our Python library. And maybe we can find for something like audio. It's not real time. Do we have anything else? Real time audio beta. No, 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 no. We tried that. It's working nicely, but it's not exactly what we need. Python, OpenAI specification, platform, API MD. It's API. Completion, audio, next, audio model, audio response format, types audio import, audio transcription, create, and we speech. OpenAI types audio import speech model, client audio speech create. Let's see what we are using. Audio client audio speech create. Yes. And from moderations. And we receive that HTTPX binary response content. Now, what if we try to search exactly that thing? Let's try to search exactly that thing in here. TTS streaming doesn't work. We couldn't parse JSON body of your request. Let's see also when it happened. Yeah, it's happened a long time ago. How we can test it by newest? We couldn't parse. Okay, pretty long time ago, and there is no code. I need sign in, and it's my, no, let's sign in as romantic developer on different here. Okay, now we are romantic developer. Speech input, so it's test. Input string. Let's look at the whole test. Speech legacy response is instance. Speech. Client is legacy response HTTP binary content. Let's look at that class. It has content. Oh, basically it's just encoding. JSON read, write to file, write output to the given file, stream to file, close, stream to file. So this is a way to say it without saving to the file. Let's see that content here. Are we in? No, we're not in debug mode. So response content bytes object is not callable. Encoding response. Really, F10. Maybe now. response. Now response is working. Content. Okay, it's property. It's not actually function. Yeah, still learning the Python. So bytes, bytes, bytes. So looks like it's already bytes. So maybe if you say something like audio content and then try to do that, something like that. Okay, at least it didn't.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
And what's going on? The evaluation. Okay, maybe it's because we are in debug mode. Let's just let it go. No, died. Okay, no way. Yeah. Okay, if we go here and just restart our kernel, it should stop the debugging. But now we have our proper code, which was pretty simple after all. So really, is it always MP3 or it's create speech, create stream to file, input model, input voice, response format? Let's just use response format equals MP3. So it will be always MP3. And can we have something like step over, cancel, disconnect, disconnect. Oh, restarting kernel. And are we good? Yeah, looks like we already move out that thing with. So let's load our configuration and AI client. And now we just can make sure that OpenAI is here and just install simple audio. And that would be some command. Hi, I'm excited to be here today. Thank you, dear streamer, for having me. Okay, you see how chat completion with Copilot is working, yes? So let's see. The
Hi, I'm excited to be here today. Thank you, dear streamer, for having me.
Okay, and kernel crashed once again. Kernel crashed while executing code. Please review the code. Click here for more info. Let's see why it's crashed actually. Okay, it just kernel crashes. Okay, and log, Jupyter log is saying that it's crashed because of name client is not defined. No, it's not possible. Maybe it's something different. Disposing session as kernel process died. Okay. Process execution, pam, restarted, disposing. Reason, no reason. Okay. Anyway, yeah, probably we need to restart it once again. But we have our code. So nice. Mm, Do we always want to declare comments, or it would be optional? Let's see. So let's do one thing. Let's see our version of PyDub and simple audio. So PyDub, we have that version. Let's see uh, in our requirements. PyDub, probably we don't have PyDub. And do we have the same version? Yes. Oh, sorry. And that would be uh, our simple audio. Sorry, simple audio 104.104. Okay, then we just go and make sure that we in our new command prompt we'll just execute pip install requirements um, requirements. Oh, we need go to local pip install our requirements. Okay, just to make sure that we exactly on the same version of all our requirements as people will be who will use our repository and install it following all the instructions. So now we need to go to our live chatbot and make sure that we have everything from here. So OpenAI is probably here, not here. So sensor text, it's probably we can include into our OpenAI thing, AI client, and we have our new functions. I put to def sensor text. It would be self at the beginning because it would be class method. Output beep by default false. Let's move all of those one line up, one line down, and here we just need say self client. And in that case, self client, let's see on some transcribe audio, for example. Here we have self whisper client or self client. It's different because here we have different configuration for whisper client because it's Azure. In Azure, we don't use the same endpoint for both models. But let's see how we do chat completion here. It would be the same endpoint probably. Self-use Azure. It would be after all self-client chat completion create, and here it would be self-client chat completion create. So most probably sensor text, what it doesn't like. Expected an identification, really? Self text output. Can it format? Why? Can it parse 134 4? Why? Why it couldn't parse it? Maybe because I put some extra space here. Yes. Let's just try maybe some strategy for repeating that as well. Maybe Z3 rate limiter. Okay. And what's now? What it doesn't like? Self-client. Expected and indented block after function definition in line 132. 132. So return, transcribe audio, return, retry, self, text. Output beep. Format and save. So it's just formatter couldn't do that formatting. Maybe it's not bad actually. Let's click save. Skip. And let's just reopen it. Maybe it will solve all the issues. So output beep. So let's say if output beep. Oh, no. We will not do that. It would be nice solution, but it doesn't work actually. Uh, Here, if output beep return beep, else what return? Return, just return empty. All right, and let's look very quickly. So instead of print, we will use logger because we already have logger, and it would be in for, not warning, and text moderation results. So it would be something like this text. Yeah, so some issues with formatter here. I installed it recently, but yeah, maybe I need to look into the issues. So we have censorship text, and now let's just go and test our really. Oh. It's all fine. It's our test. I think it didn't preserve the value in our its test IPNB. So, and let's look also this thing. We just import everything like that here. OpenAI, tenacity, utilities, and let's also import these things. And we just need go that, and so right now it doesn't support Azure, but it supports OpenAI. So we just don't do any differentiation because our chatbot use OpenAI endpoint, not Azure endpoint. We just say, okay, Speech. No. Text to speech. Okay, in that case, we just don't do anything like that. We just do something like that. Self client audio speech create. It would be text here. Okay. Voice. Let's say voice equals echo. Can we use something like that? Some default parameter and okay works. Probably we don't need that as of now. Let's just use voice. Response format, it's fine. Text to speech. Okay. So in our live chatbot, when we receive a new command, let's just go and see here. Message, chat message, true, timestamp, 2. Run bot loop, while true, chat messages, next page token, okay. Message, timestamp, user text, author name, reply, handle message. If client sensor text sensor it user text looks good, and then we could say so if still we use censored, so if still we receive some result of the censored, we will do something like client speech text to speech, and we say censored voice echo. Maybe. Okay, and here we need to use self-client, of course. All right. Do we have self-client? AI client, page, pumps. Yes, we have self-client. So we have our chatbot, so it should do the thing. Okay, maybe it's time. I don't know what's going on. Failed to save. The content of the file is newer. Let's ask our Chat GPT. Hi, every time I save the file in VS Code with black formatter, save file with black formatter for Python, I see error message. Okay, when saving Python, the content, please compare is typical due to a conflict between editor state and file system. They can occur when external process such as formatter modify the file at the same time with VS Code save operation. To resolve that issue, consider the following steps. Update. Okay, configure black format correctly. Open your Visual Studio Code, search for Python formatting provider, set it to black. Enable editor, format and save, which allow formatting upon saving. Ensure that there are no conflicting formatters enabled might interfere with black operations. Editor, format and save. True, Python formatting provider. 1 second. So Python formatter, default formatter, editor. Python user modified in Python user default formatter which take precedence black. Keep all existing new lines when formatting. Okay, Python debugger, inline values experimental. Okay, Python. What else do we have? Python indent, use step on Henk indent. Python default interpreter pass. Experiments enabled. Python state. Active state will pass prompt. And what is save on or format on save? Format on save. Format on save. Modified in user. Format on save mode. File. Enable. Yeah, looks like I use two different formatters somehow. I just need to language Python. So zsync pylint. So looks like I have both pylint, but pylint shouldn't format the text. It just should execute it. Extension black is configured as formatter, but it cannot format JSON with comments file. Configure JSON language features. Cannot format. Cannot parse. Okay, it's some old issues. Okay. Okay. Let's click override. We'll figure that out slightly later. So we have our chatbot. Let's just stop it. Okay, and now we need to restart it once again. We found our stream ID. So let's try to start the chatbot once again. And it would be, we don't see, Python. So Python, live chat bot, and we need to provide our stream ID. Okay, it says our chatbot is active. Hello here. Let's say something like hello here. Let me increase my sound slightly. And let's see if it will say it. Okay, it received.
Hello here?
Oh, nice. So yeah, it's some delay because my chatbot really. Why it's finished the process? Yeah, looks like it's finished the process. Audio speech. So maybe it's something I can look slightly later, but let's look into the client and let's just ask our Chat GPT. Maybe it no. Let's go to our Chat GPT. Hi. Looks like this code will end my program every time 300. What could be the issue? So let's see what it will respond. It's
Thank you
text.
very much for the stream.
Thank you very much for the stream. And let's check. Yes, it's ended. So what it says, play functions model is causing a program to terminate unexpectedly after playing the audio. This behavior can occur because the play function is blocking call. It waits for the audio playback to finish before proceeding, which can interfere with your flow of program, okay? Which allows non-blocking playback and provides greater control over the audio playback. Here, how you can modify. And let's see, we have audio stream and we have play opt from our audio and wait until done. We can also try it in our test. So here we just say something like that, play opt audio, and audio is audio segments. Let's do audio segment. Maybe it would be very fast and we will finish very soon. So let's execute this, and now we just check if OpenAI is loaded. Okay. And now we just need make sure that it's already uploaded. It's already uploaded because we use the same kernel with the same requirements. And then we just move it here and test. Okay, play opt, SA, audio segment, SA is simple audio SSA, import simple audio SSA.
Hi, I am excited to be here today. Thank you, dear streamer, for having me.
Still, and the kernel. Most probably, it will end the. So let's very quickly go here. And so it's what we had before. And it's what we have right now. Let's see if it will help. Most probably no. So essay. Let's go and test it. Let's start our chat. I say exactly the same word. Hi everyone's chatbot is active. And let's see if it will end the stream. Most probably not the stream, but the process, and it should end. Yes.
Hi everyone, Chatbot is active.
Yes. Okay. Non-blocking playback, play buffer, waiting for completion, additional consideration. Okay, it's installed. No, it doesn't help, but it's fine. We will review that slightly later. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. We're very close to implementing new functionality to our live chatbot, which would announce all the comments from you. Maybe I will apply some rule before it will read some, if it should be read, etc., etc. So let's see. Uh, so we could have ability to uh, don't miss any comment, and we have ability to censorship them before. Yeah, we like all Facebook now. It's do censorship. But it's due to YouTube policies, and because I don't want to. So if you write bad comment, I could remove it, but I couldn't remove audio from my stream once it's here. So that's why I did end censorship. Of course, it's not working super fine, but it's at least it passed a few hour tests, so it's look not so bad. So yeah, it's what we've done, and right now when we try to play audio, it stop our client. It's the issue we need to solve during the next stream. Uh, so yeah, but at this moment I'm yeah, wrapping up the stream and wishing you never stop dreaming, never stop learning, never stop improving yourself, never stop accepting more and more things in this life. Enjoy the life, enjoy feeling of love once you have it or whenever you have it. And yeah, let's hope everything would be good for us. And I mean, everything would be good, but let's hope we will understand how good things are for us. Yeah, because we here for learning our lessons, so that let's learn our lessons gracefully. Okay, I will be streaming here every day, and my next stream will be tomorrow. And normally I start my streams about 10 p.m. Pacific time. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is 10 p.m. Pacific time. Please join if you want. If you want to discuss any specific topics, please drop your comment after the stream. You can drop it after below any stream. I will see that, unless it's not hard. So yeah,